You ever text somebody, they said they were coming and didn't show up? Somebody ever told you they was going to come and still didn't come? They said, I promise you I'm going to be there. And it was at a time you really needed them. Oh, come on here. It was at a time when you really needed some faith. Some increase in your faith from your brother and your sister. But help me look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, everyone else may fail you. But there's one thing I know. One thing I know for sure. When I call him, y'all don't want to have no church. When I call him, he will answer prayer.
Right now, he's an on-time God. So many of you know that in the chat. We're live, we're here. I don't know how I be pulling this off, y'all, but I pulled it off. I don't know. You know, I guess I'm very good at what I do. So I'm able to pull this off because, child, listen, I'll be cutting it kind of close, dealing with these, people on YouTube. I'll be cutting it real close. But I thank God that we're here, we're live, and I appreciate Fred not Tyesse asking you shall receive. Okay. I think okay, well, yeah, I receive it. I'm asking for y'all to hit the like button. Can I receive that? Let's start there. What am I looking for? Oh, okay. Can we do the like button? Is that possible? Task bar, new followers and friends. Okay. I'm gonna send this out to a few people. We're not gonna label on with the intro tonight, just a few people. Okay. Okay. And my personal phone list, just really quickly. Yeah. Because you are the art. I don't know how I be doing this. Okay, and then who else? Oh, Stephanie. I'll send it to Stephanie. Okay, and we're done. Did we get it right? I think we got everybody. We're done. We're done. Okay, listen. We're still coming on at 9:30. We can say 9 o'clock, but it's always gonna round down to around 9:30. Well, at least we're already on at 9:30. And our goal is to get out here, because I know a lot of y'all, some of y'all are night owls, and some of y'all are not night owls. So we want to be mindful of the people that are not night owls and people that got to go to work in the morning. So maybe on our Wednesday show, we need to just make sure we focus on one show on Wednesday and make sure, we can try to come on at 8:30. Okay. 8:30 will be really good because, we get out of here in a reasonable hour. Thank y'all for the initial 100 likes. Well, we really need 50 more. We need to get started with at least 150. And it's nearly 300 people here already, right? So if you can find it in the kindness of your heart, could you please hit the like button for the channel? Just thank you so much. I'm not asking you to give no cash. I'm not asking you, to like me. Just for the sake of the channel, can you hit the like button? Thank you very much, because you're here every time. You're always watching, right? Okay. I want to say some hellos tonight. I want to say hi to Rochelle, LaGreta, Janice, Samarta just tipped in, Pringle, Tabitha, LaFrance, Tim Bree. I McDonald, Jewel Bell, Alicia, Aunt Pat, Gracie's Garden. I think that's Gracie's Garden. Shaky, Crystal Marshall. So many people enjoyed the conversation last night. With all the ladies coming on, especially Cassandra. Shout out to her in her absence tonight, because she really brought it home. Crystal started the energy, and all the ladies came on and shared, and it was really just a great conversation last night. I saw Genesis Warren's sister friend to the show. Genesis Warren did a post earlier, and she said in the post that she hadn't watched the interview, and so she just like, well, a man comes out and he's honest, and I don't know what the. But then she said she didn't watch the interview. If you watch that interview, you won't have any doubts. If you watch that hardly initiated interview, honey, you won't have any doubts. None whatsoever. I promise you won't. Okay. All right. Janice Felton, I see you. Rudy, everybody. Zanette Page, Damon Walters. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while, brother. When you do come through, it's always a pleasure. Miss V, we love you. Crystal, all the crystals. Crystal Marshall, Crystal Marie, Crystal Carmen. You haven't seen her in a while. She may be in the bushes. But just come and hit the like button. Where are we at with likes? Okay, we got to bring this down. Got to bring this down, and then we got to get ready for this. Okay. I listened 15 minutes. I was out. I already know. Yes. I'm still celebrating my coworkers. Blessed me so much. Yes. Happy birthday to all of our birthdays. We enjoy celebrating with you all. Happy birthday to everybody. Okay. We need 17 more likes, and we're gonna go ahead and get started while we wait for those 17 likes. Happy birthday, everybody, past and present. Okay. Is that Tamaya Edwards? Good to see you, brother Paul. Coming in the chat. I McDonald. All right. 138. We got to get started. Let's get started. Okay, I'm excited about this. Literally, I'm excited about this. The Stellar Awards has added a new category: HBCU Choir of the Year. HBCU Choir of the Year is now accepting its submissions. This is going to be huge, especially for HBCUs. I think they got something like that at the Grammys. I'm not sure. No, I think an HBCU won one year. Okay. I love this with a capital L. The submission period is today, March 2nd through the 13th, which is next Friday. March 2nd, today through the 13th. Please be sure to support your favorite HBCU choirs. If you are a graduate or a current attendee of an HBCU, can you please put that HBCU in the chat? If you are a graduate or currently attending a HBCU, please proudly display your school. Okay, please gladly, proudly. Okay, this phone is 50. I gotta make sure. Oh, child, this phone. Morehouse, you're a Morehouse man, Brian. Congratulations, brother. That's a man of distinction, a man of honor. A Morehouse man is a man of distinction. Do we have any more? Okay, so we only have Virginia Union. Okay, we got okay. Oh, you know what Kirby always think? Kirby's always thinking corporate in the future. That's so cool. As a student, you can claim your Stellar Award winner on your profile and resume. LinkedIn, Ken. Okay, Howard, Southern, I guess that would be Bethune-Cookman. Morris Brown. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Any more? We're gonna move on. Because that is really a great thing, y'all. I really love it. I absolutely love this. Okay. Grambling State. Okay. You see people coming out the bushes to rip their alma mater, right? You see people tipping out the bushes, and then they'll go back to the bushes. They just coming out the bushes just to represent their college. Benedict College. Hey, sassy classy. See what I'm saying? Some of these people, I thought they were even no longer here. Look. Quez official. I see you, brother. Winston-Salem University. I see you over there. Quez. I'm just saying, I'm just over here looking at all these Bush people. Yeah. They came out to represent these colleges. They'll go back to the bushes, though. Let me see. North Carolina. Yeah. Suwu and seaweed and kelp. Yes, sis. Didn't that shake them trees? Oh, okay. Wilberforce. Oh my God. Oh my God, I haven't seen you in ages. I wonder what happened. I really wonder what happened, sis. My brother Hudson, Grambling State. Okay, we in the boot, y'all. We in the boot. Okay, everybody. I didn't know this one flyer was gonna be a whole segment, y'all. I had no idea. I had no idea. Hey, Naida. Hey, everybody. Hey. Tim Reader. People said that they need to know. the office over there said that you have been missing. You have been missing, and they had given you bereavement, but then you exceeded your bereavement leave. So people have been wondering where you are, Timbri. They gave you your bereavement leave, and then after that, we allowed you time, but you are a part of the fabric of the Thai squad. So they're going to need you to fill out some more paperwork, as far as your absence goes, because Timbri it's kind of like how Ray used to be. Remember Ray? Ray was kind of like synonymous with us. And so Timbri, you like one of them people. McDonald. It's some people that are just synonymous with us. Yeah. So just after the service tonight, Timbri, just go in the office and just kind of explain your absence and stuff, and let them know what's been going on. And then they'll I'm sure they'll sign off on your absence. Okay. Life has been lifing, but God, back to the bushes. Well, we love you, baby. We love you. The bushes are there for a reason. All right. Friend to the show, Sister Lillian Lloyd has posted her itinerary. We love her. She came by the show to let everybody know about her church over in Macon, Georgia. We're happy to say that she will be back in Macon on this Sunday. Amen. Woke up to use the bathroom. So, hey, Larry. Hey, brother. Okay, so Lillian Lloyd will be in Macon, Georgia. Where's she going to be at? Oh, she's going to be in Macon, Georgia, Hampton, Virginia, and Montgomery, Alabama. In April, she's going to be in Monroe, Louisiana. And on the 17th, she's going to be in Los Angeles, California. Okay. So Lillian, you're looking good, girl. You look good, Lillian. You look good. And so we're happy tonight to give her itinerary for spring, for March and April of spring. Continue to hit the like button. Thank y'all so much. If you came in, hit the like button. Okay. This is Church World News. We are live now Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights. The music element, I'm moving away from so much of the music. We will have, music, and we will have some preachers here and there, but I wanted to be more content focused on news stories and editorial episcopacy. Okay. All right. Just some little small changes you may see. We're not getting rid of the music altogether. But just want to give you a little update on that. All right. I'm very elated to say that I covered this story about a week ago, maybe 10 days ago. Bishop Martha Thomas. I covered her story, that story of patriarchy and all of that. And I'm just happy to announce tonight that there's going to be a day of celebration honoring Bishop Martha Thomas. And this is going to be at Cathedral Temple Church of God in Christ. Speaking of Macon, Georgia, this will also be in Macon on Gray Highway, sponsored by the family and friends of Bishop Martha J. Thomas. The theme is fearless, faithful, focused, and forward. And the colors are blue and silver. And I'm going to try to make it to Macon. I'm going to try, because I'm trying to meet up with Bishop Felton just to shake his hand and support him. So I'm going to try to be there in Macon on the 28th. I have to check my schedule because I've been very busy with all kind of projects and things I have going on. But Bishop, we know you're going to preach that thing. I know you're going to preach until heaven get the news. Somebody say, preach, black man. Oh, it's going to be a timely word, because see, the thing about what happened with Bishop Thomas was, it was so blatant. It was so, like, are y'all serious? That's my neck of the woods. I'm going to look into these announcements. All right, sis. All right, if you're in Macon or if you're nearby Macon, all roads lead to Macon, March 28th at 2 p.m. Yeah, somebody say, preach, Felton. And y'all know Bishop Felton, y'all know he's not just an intellectual, like the theological intellectual. He can really preach. I heard him break it down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, put your weight on it. That's what Kevin Lemons used to say. All right, so we're glad about that. We're glad to announce that. What do we got next? We got this is all mixed up. Okay, this is all mixed up. So we got to move this over here. Oh, I see what we did wrong. Okay, no worries. And then we're gonna move. Look at God. Look how fast you move that around, Tyesse, because you know what you're doing. Okay. Um, let's get into our church spiel. How many people want to get into our church spiel? Yeah, cue the music. Cue the music for the church spiel.
That's why you gotta reach back and say, that is why I love him so. Because he is. He's real to me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah, we know Kim. He's real to all of us, sis. He's real down in my soul. I won't complain because my soul is satisfied. Okay. Speaking of Kim, Kim has really been out here, feeling herself lately. And tonight, our first story on the church spiel is the now viral photo of Kim. Now, let me say this: these are not stockings, see-through stockings. These are actually pants, leggings. They're just flesh colored. Okay, if you don't know, it looks like she has on stockings with panties and a jacket. Okay. God, I cannot do this. Okay, first of all, why would Kim Burrell, a Stellar Award-winning singer, be running around with a jacket on and her panties? Do you understand what I'm saying? People are just dumb. We've already been through this with Carrie Bryant. We're not doing this again with another woman. Is she running around? Those are not fishnets. Why would she be wearing fishnets? Somebody talk about, oh my God, Kim Burrell running around with a jacket on with her panties, running around with some flowers in her hand. No, she's not. Don't do this to this woman. I don't even care for her like that, but I'm not going to let y'all do her like this. No, I'm not doing that. In the words of Rihanna, not on my watch. This woman is preaching and singing in churches all around America. Yeah. But the way they went in on Carrie, a lot of people are saying, why aren't they dragging Kim? Well, they're not dragging Kim because these are pants. If you zoom in and look at the photo, if you zoom in and look at the photo, you'll see that they're leggings. Now, Kim, I can't, cap for you on the fact that, girl, you had to know these pictures was going to show these a different way than they really look. Now, Kim, you had to know, sis, that girl. Oh, this turning into a messy hour. This is a mess. You had to know that the light was going to show these as a nude. Kim, and she got a red roses and stuff in her hand and stuff. I'm sorry, but I think Kim looks good. Go back and look from where she came from. And the discussion is not about how Kim looks. Kim looks phenomenal. The discussion is people think Kim is running around with some flowers with her panties on. I don't think nobody mentioned anything about she looks bad, she looks good. We all appreciate the weight loss of Kimberly Jean Burrell. So this is being titled Fleshgate. I kind of think Kim knew too. I think Kim, for the first time in her life, is enjoying her weight. I have to agree. I think Kim knew. I think Kim knew that camera was going to show that as a nude. Carrie Bryant had the same issue. Well, her dress showed as nude, but it was actually an underlay underneath it. That little Kim Burrell, I cannot. Who said t-shirt and my panties on? Y'all are a mess. I wonder if she's seeing somebody. Well, Jeray, are you trying to place an offer? You know, a lot of these celebrities watch my show in the bushes. A lot of the gospel artists, due to my, what do you call it? Due to my visits and exposure on Let Me Read Live, a lot of these gospel people watch this show. So if you want to put your word in, bro, if you want to put your word in, say it, because a lot of people watch my show in the bushes. Mm-hmm. Hell, I didn't know Coco was watching me. I didn't know Nikki Gilbert from Brownstone watches me. I had no idea. You know what I'm saying? I'm just Tyesse from the block. Yolanda Adams, all these people watch me in front of the bushes and stuff. Yeah, they say Byron Cage even knew who I was. I said, not Byron. Okay, them legs grease any. Okay, you know what, y'all? They all talking about Juanita Bynum. When y'all talking about Juanita Bynum was, what she was saying and stuff, y'all. This is a separate case. This is a separate case, y'all. Do we have the audio on that? Do we have the audio on that? Let me see what we have. Y'all, let me know what these likes are looking like, because I'm not going to be here all night begging for likes. I'm on Aquarius. We don't do stuff like that. What these likes looking like, Ty Squad? Let me know, because I actually can go back in bed. I have a date with Cross. What are you looking for, Ty? I can't find what I'm looking for. The devil is a liar. Yeah. Okay, wait a minute. Child, you got to be kidding me. Okay, YouTube, y'all make stuff just so. I wish everything's more streamlined, YouTube. That's what I wish. Okay. Okay.
What kind of message are you trying to send us? Because to me, that look like somebody that's got a whole spirit that ain't purged out in God. And any minute you can just go over in the corner to a deacon and just raise your dress up and hit it right there in the corner, because you don't even have drawers on. You got on thongs and some greasy leg. What kind of message are you trying to send us? Because to me, that look like somebody that's got a whole spirit that ain't purged out in God. And any minute you can just go over in the corner to a deacon and just raise your dress up and hit it right there in the corner, because you don't even have drawers on. You got on thongs and some greasy leg. What?
Thongs and a greasy leg. What is it about Anita in all these panties and stuff? What is it about Anita in all these panties and underwear and stuff? Ooh, Nita, greasy legs, always something with Nita. And you haven't been purged. Some of y'all in this chat haven't been purged. See, back when I was a child, you come up there and you be foaming at the mouth, and they bring toilet paper up in there. And they were saying we was getting purged. All that homosexuality was coming up out of us. And we be up there, we say, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Ooh, Jesus. Ooh, Jesus. And some of the mothers be up there moaning with us. Yeah. He got it. She got it. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. We moan them demons about us. Ooh, yeah. I know you're able, Lord. Yeah. Ooh, I know you're able. Touch, bring it up out of it, deliver him, set him free. Loose the chains, loose the shackles. Oh, come up, demon. Devil, we rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Come up, you coming out tonight. And then you would get up from the mourner's bench, you get up from the altar, and you were still looking at crotches and booty. Okay, they never understood that your sexuality is not attached to a damn demon. Oh my God, I figured that out around 11 or 12. So why aren't people being delivered? Everybody that say they delivered still look like a gal. You got these women now running around here like Jackie Hill Perry. She looks like a whole truck driver. I don't know how your aesthetic stays the same if you're delivered. If you're delivered, girl, put on a dress. Put some flowers in your hair. You're delivered. All of these gay men, you need to butch it up a little bit. You're delivered now. All these pastels and stuff and flower suits. No, you need black, gray, and blue. You've been delivered. Like that man over there on We Need to Talk TV. Sir, you are not delivered. You are a whole gal. All right. Lavender marriages, turquoise. Yeah, one right here like a whole damn truck driver. Talk about God has changed my life. Y'all making God seem like a bad perm. Some of y'all know you get a bad perm and you're like, why it didn't take? Because they didn't mix it up good at the manufacturer. You got all that cream, but you didn't get no lye. So you have to take it back to the Walgreens. You said, I did a perm last night. My hair still nappy because they didn't mix it up. Miss V, she from that era. She know, honey, you have to make sure that thing is mixed up when you putting that perm on your hair. Made all Jesus little children go to the back of the church. It was more freaking in the church, at the back of the church doing the shut-in. In the back of that church van, it was more freaking than the law allowed. Y'all was in the shut-ins freaking up at the shut-in. Yeah. Or could be expired relaxing. Yeah, a lot of people don't read the bottom of the box. A lot of people are selling that expired perm. I have some too. Because sir, when you're intimate with Jackie and she has a masculine aesthetic, your wife is like, you know, she has a very masculine, and you have to be intimate with her because y'all got children. So when you're intimate with her, does that turn you on? Like, I'm just asking. No harm, no foul, no judgment. The youth. Kind of the youth lock-in was basically Tokyo Valentino. The youth lock-in wasn't nothing but Tokyo Valentino teenage version. Sorry, but Jackie scares me. I believe it. Yeah, bro, I believe it too. Okay, we got to get serious for a minute, Time Squad. Let's get serious for a minute. We got a story out of my area back home, and this is out of Gardina, California. I'm not going to show the video here because it is very disturbing. It is very, very disturbing, and so you can look it up online. KTLA 5 News has it. A preacher of a Baptist church in Los Angeles has been accused of pushing a female elder down cement steps. When you look at the video, it's going to anger you because the door camera caught him literally pushing her down a flight of stairs. Not a large, but the steps that lead to the entrance of the church. She basically fractured her wrist and hurt herself really bad. This happened last year, but everything is coming to light now due to some other issues. The pastor of a Baptist church in Gardina claims that the allegations made against him from some members of the congregation have been dismissed by a judge as frivolous, while other congregants are wondering why and how the church leader has been allowed to return to the pulpit since his arrest last year. A lot of people are trying to figure out why this man is still in the pulpit. Sir, we see you on camera pushing this woman like she was a whole man. Surveillance footage captured on October 7th appears to show a man pushing a female church elder down a set of concrete steps. Pastor Lorenz Roseman, Roseman, Lorenz with a Z, Lorenz Roseman was arrested in connection with the incident that same day. He was released 2 days later on a promise to appear in court. On March 1st, a cohort of Beulah Land Missionary Baptist Church, many who contend it was Roseman that pushed the woman down the steps, gathered outside their house of worship with notable ambulance chaser Najee Ali. If you're from LA, you know who I'm talking about. Noted ambulance chaser Najee Ali, media whore extraordinaire Najee Ali. Okay, got it. You only have to be from LA to understand what I'm talking about. All right. Many who contend that it was Roseman that pushed the woman down the steps gathered outside their house of worship to hold a demonstration calling for the pastor's dismissal. This is what the pastor did. Najee Ali, a community community activist with Project Islamic Hope, said while pointing to a brace worn by the pastor's alleged victim. That's why the members of the church are asking him to step down. Elise McTaw, the woman pushed down to the steps and out a metal gate, said she suffered a fractured wrist and toes from the fall. I'm not the same after being hurt by somebody that you trust and love, she said. While Roseman did not want to speak about the ongoing legal matter on camera, he explained in a statement emailed to KTLA, which my brother Mason is the executive producer of in Los Angeles. Shout out to Mason. But in a statement to that he emailed to KTLA, that his position as pastor of the Gardina Church was reaffirmed by a majority vote of congregants during a business meeting. Do we have any cameras at that business meeting? What was the gender makeup of that meeting? What woman voted to reaffirm this pastor after he pushed another woman down a set of stairs, concrete? Do we have any video footage from this alleged vote? Okay. After conducting, wait a minute, let me go back, y'all. He was reaffirmed by a majority vote of congregants during a business meeting. The statement went on to say the whole situation, the whole unfortunate event began when I was informed that certain influential members who held positions of power might be engaged in unethical or illegal activities. Oh, that's what all this started? Okay. After conducting an investigation and confirming the allegations, I removed them from their positions. You did? Okay. When these individuals could not oust me through our church policies and procedures, they began to attack my character and weaponize the legal system against me. However, judges have dismissed these suits as frivolous and lacking standing. Roseman finished by saying he remains confident that he would prevail in any future legal filings. For some in the church community, like Dr. Tatanisha Times, the pastor's explanation of the situation does not resolve the issue at hand. He does not get to put his hands on anyone, she said. This is not okay. He has to go. While KTLA has reached out to the LA County Sheriff's Department about the status and conditions of Roseman's arrest, and are waiting to hear back. The case is still working its way through the courts. Per LA, everything is slow as a snail when it comes to the courts. All right, honey, that may get to court in October or November. All right, that's what I'm asking. France, that's what I'm asking, sis. It's just crazy, y'all. So she told the truth about his mess, and basically, he was exposed allegedly, and then he retaliated against her by pushing her down the steps because he was mad. Whenever they uncover the truth, then they get mad. All right, y'all. I'm not going to go through all of this audio. I'm not child. Listen, honey. I'm just over all these church folks, all this, stuff. I'm just tired. Okay. It is still the church spiel, y'all. We got two pastors tonight. We got Liston Page, and we have noted pastor. Somebody said, can we send the man from San Francisco around there to the church? Y'all don't do that. It's mean. No, I'm not. Y'all are mean. Oh, the pastor is vicious. No, we're not sending him around there. I'm not sending nobody to get pushed down those steps. Okay, let's get back on docket. We got Liston Page, and we got Noah Jones. Baby, we don't need all this. Okay, let me see who we gonna. I'm only listening to one. One I'm gonna paraphrase, and one I'm gonna listen to. Okay, I'm gonna listen to Listing Page. Let's do Listing Page. Let me get some audio for Listing Page. Listing Page is explaining why the church is empty. Okay, do we have the audio for Listing Page? Listing Page is telling y'all why the church ain't nobody coming up there. All right, so we're gonna listen to it at this time.
Battery 80%.
Okay, lady, we know. Just connect, man. We don't. Right. You gotta say all that. Just don't put my name out there like that, lady. Okay. Okay, preach, you listen. All right. Take your time. Take it from the top. Listen.
So y'all should have shouted early in the service. You ain't gonna dance at all now. Go to Genesis 23 and go to verse number 1. 23, verse number 1. How many folks feel neglected by your faith? You praying for everybody else, child, and you cast the devil, and your demon at home started spinning. You got poltergeist in your living room, and you trying to cast the demon in my house. Y'all don't like that. You want to lay hands on everybody else's family except your own. You know why? Because we don't know you. That demon know you. And you ain't got no power over that demon because he know you. Y'all ain't going to say nothing now. Or you can pray for folk you don't know. Because that spirit in them won't challenge you. But go home. Let's see how much real power you got to call a demon out your child that knows you are antithetical to everything you say you are. Yeah, that demon over there don't see you at your house cussing. That demon that y'all looking at me like that. No, that demon in somebody else's house don't live with you and see how abusive you are. But when you come to church, you laying hands, and we wonder why people getting worse. Transferal. That's right. You can't let everybody lay their hands on you. That's why you don't get in everybody's prayer line, because everybody don't live what they say. Help me, Holy God. I'm not concerned about being popular around people. I want to be popular around demons and devils, that when I show up, them demons tremble. I ain't got no help up in here now. Wouldn't you rather see your family saved than somebody else's family saved? Don't you want to kind of...
All right. He said, y'all don't have no power. Okay. He said, y'all don't have no power. That's why the demons are scared of y'all, honey, because y'all, child. You can't put your hands on. Don't put your hands on me, ma'am. Don't do that. Sir, don't put your hands on. I don't know you like that. He said, y'all don't have no power. That's why the church is empty. All right. All right, Tyesse. Please email Ty. Anybody's put something in the chat, let me know so we can address it and see what they're talking about. We got to go to Noah Jones. Noah. This kind of stuff scares people, Noel. This ain't exactly fresh peppers, inside joke. This ain't exactly fresh peppers, Noel. You gotta bring this stuff down a little bit, Noel, when you putting this stuff on us like this. And he's such a wordsmith. He's like Bishop Felton with the big words, the hermeneutics of the hermeneutical. I'm like, oh my God, sir, can you please allow us to go in the back and get our thesauruses and dictionaries? Okay. Now, I'm looking, y'all, hold on, I'm looking. Let me get this lined up. Noel Jones breaks down where we are in prophecy. Ooh, okay, Noel Jones feels like we there now, y'all. It's kind of like it's coming together.
For the Bible to be right,
America's influence has got to be reduced in the world. One man brought sin in the world. One man turned it around. And in these last days, one man, in less than 18 months, has changed the demographics of the world, so that the people who are together in the Bible are now aligning themselves to fulfill Jeremiah, Ezekiel, and Isaiah. It's happening in front of our eyes right now. You don't know how and why God allows some things. And this is why his people should always be ready, because the geopolitical systems now are taking America out of its dominance, out of the power it had in the world. Just think, if you will. Think, if you will. Just think, for truth lovers. I don't know how to make an altar call, but truth lovers. We had an agreement with Persia. We had a nuclear agreement with Persia, with Iran. One man walked in and said, out with it. It's gone. Done with it. I'm not supporting it. It is now gone. Once that happened, because we had inspectors going in, making sure they were following the line. We had inspectors, we had cameras, we had people making sure things are right, and all of a sudden, I'm not in it. When we were taken out of it, they had freedom to do whatever they wanted because there was no more agreement. It was over. One man sends all kinds of monstrous carriers, and one carrier is more deadly than what most nations have, to intimidate the group, to make them sign a treaty. But you already had a treaty. True. Well, we got to go to war. So we're going to blast them now, their nuclear program, but you already obliterated it. I thought you already obliterated it.
I said that.
So what are we going back to war for now, since it's already obliterated? So who can we trust? The only thing I can trust right now is the Bible. The Bible. So here's what's happening. The world has to be in such a state that there's going to be another man who's going to be so smart. See, ain't no sense of y'all thinking who we have around here now is the Antichrist. They ain't smart enough.
That's true.
The Antichrist is going to be so smart that he's going to make a covenant with many for 7 years. But he's going to do something in the middle of the 7 years. And that is, he's going to cause a sacrifice and oblation to cease, and for the overspreading of abominations, he shall make it desolate even until the consummation, and determination shall be put upon the consulate. Somebody's Google Antiochus Epiphanes, the historical character who put a pig on the Jewish altar.
he is going to be typical of the Antichrist, who after the rapture and the count begins, 3.5 years into it, he's going to do something that makes him plain. Notice what Jesus says. Jesus says, when ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by the prophet Daniel stand in the holy place, whoso readeth, let him understand. Followed Christianity and we follow Islam. We got the Quran and we got the Bible, and they got all the land. So what?
No, we'll follow up with you, brother. I did hear about a pig on the table, but listen, we know Revelation is a very, very complicated book because it has a lot of symbolism, a lot of visualization. And so the book of Revelation is a book of many mysteries. And for the sake of time, we don't have time right now, but we thank Brother Noel, Bishop Noel, for coming through and starting the episcopacy of Revelations. Okay, and that's all we can listen. He said that the Antichrist is not here yet, y'all. These people are too dumb. They're not smart. Bishop, this is too, for this current generation of the Black church. Yeah, Bishop, you may have to break that down a little more, a little differently, because all I heard was it was a pig on the table. I heard the pig on the table, and these people are not smart enough to be the Antichrist. But I don't know, Bishop. I don't know. If you feel like we in the beginning stages of the end, I mean, I have to accept what you say, because I'm not gonna say you're not accurate. Yes. Oh, yes, sis. Tips out with Stephanie. I mean, y'all, listen, I know Revelation can be a little scary, but I mean, ain't no need for nobody to go in the refreshment hall. I mean, I think Revelation is a little scary. It is. Because you're talking about, 7 beasts with 7 heads and, you know what I'm saying, and horses and stuff with wings. It can't be scary. But some of y'all are too scary. Some of y'all may miss the first rapture because you're just scary. You don't want to be on that second batch. You want to go up with the first time. When they blow the horns and stuff. Some of y'all may miss that first batch because you're so scary. You may not even hear the horns and the trumpets and stuff. I'm going on the first round. I don't want to be left behind. Tyesse, I'm gonna be grabbing your robe. I'm gonna be grabbing the hem. You're not grabbing nothing on my leg. I'm gonna kick you in your face as I'm going up. Yeah. I'm gonna just grab your leg if I'm not going up, or as you going up, I'm gonna be grabbing. You're not grabbing nothing on my gown. And I paid for my gown already at the gates of hell. And if you grab my leg as I'm going up, I'm gonna kick you in your face. So you can fall back down. You wasn't supposed to go with me. Okay. I love teaching from Revelation. You love teaching from Revelation? Is that the same revelation? We talk about the same revelation, right, brother? Because a lot of times, people say revelation, but is it revelation, Craig? Yeah, I'm kicking you in your face. Don't be grabbing me as I'm going up. I got it right one Friday night. My soul has been anchored. All right. Ty, you going on the second round. You got to help and lead. No, you go on the second round. You go with the second people. You go with them. I'll go up first, and then I'll wait for you. All right. Okay. Okay, let me see. Lord Jesus, I repent right now. You repent right now. You see, y'all still, a lot of y'all still got that old dogma. Y'all always, it's fear. Cruiser was just talking about that. It's everything so fear-based with y'all because of the way we were raised. Please forgive me. I don't want to go to hell. Please. Oh my God. I ate too much Chipotle today. Please forgive me. They did a number on y'all. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I don't want to go. I had 2 thighs at churches today. I should have had 1 master. I had a thigh and 2 thighs. I should have had a thigh and a biscuit. Yeah, it does. I love Revelation. I remember when Michael Evans quoted what God looked like. Yeah. And that sent Florida to the moon. Well, that concludes the church spiel. Y'all, it's not going on over these churches. Anytime you got Kim Burrell walking through the church or walking through in an event space with her leggings and stuff on, honey, it's the block is hot. Okay. Let me get ready to do this. Oh, I can bring this off. Whew. Okay, how many Task Squad members are in Patreon? We were in Patreon Saturday night with our season finale of Greenleafish. How many of you guys were in Patreon Saturday night and watched our Greenleafish episode? Okay. How many of you guys were in our Patreon Saturday night? Remember, we covered a story out of Miami. The 3 young boys, 12, I think 13 and 15, who essayed a young woman. I am not going to go over the details out here. I won't go over the details publicly out here. It was triggering for Patreon, so I know it would be too much for you all here in this public space. This is in Miami, Florida, and 3 boys, including another boy that did not participate in the RAPE of the 12-year-old girl. I spoke to the fact that I was looking at some of the conversations being had on some of the social media, and a lot of people were wondering, why isn't there a lot of support for the families of these young boys? Because Miami, Florida, is preparing to charge these young teenagers as men, grown men. And so there are people that are saying, like, where are our politicians? Where are the preachers or pastors that can come in? Yes, we know the crime is heinous. Where is everybody? I said it in Patreon. I think, due to the fact of what happened to the young girl, and I only say this, one of the little boys allegedly put rocks. This happened in a community garden. Put rocks in the girl's mouth to silence her, right? Rocks in her mouth to silence her. And so since that show, we do have the father of the 12-year-old boy who was allegedly involved in the RAPE of a 12-year-old girl down in Miami. He is speaking out. And I'm going to just give what was, said, okay? All right. This is the Church World Newsroom. We are live tonight. This is the Church World Newsroom. The father is speaking out to local media there in Miami, Florida. The father is heartbroken. He is embarrassed. He is, I'm sure, shamed because of his son's actions. But I'm going to read what's going on, y'all. I'm going to read what's going on, and I'm gonna leave it alone. The father is speaking out. He says that the charges are bogus. His son is only 12 years old. He was with the wrong kids who are older than him. He said that his son is not the child the media is making him out to be. He questioned how they could leave his little boy in an adult prison. His son, I'm not going to use his name. That's his personal thing that I do here. But his name is listed, but I'm not going to use it. But his son is allegedly the one who placed the rocks in the little girl's mouth to prevent her from screaming and allegedly held her down while she was being RAPE'd. The young man's mother was also outside of the courtroom saying that the allegations are not true. He is only fucking 12, she said. I'm doing a direct quote to give you the passion and the inflammatory nature of what's going on. I'm not going to censor what someone said outside of a courtroom. Okay. I think that this father is in denial. I think that the family is in denial about what's going on, and everybody's innocent until proven guilty. But there, as I mentioned in Patreon, not only was there a fourth little boy that didn't participate, but there was also somebody there that witnessed and called the police. Okay, at some point we got to get clear on what's going on here, sir. Snap out of it. Snap out of it. Everyone is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. But we also got to, call a thing a thing. Now, all this, he was with the wrong people. A lot of kids aren't with the wrong people. At the wrong time. But, there were people there that allegedly witnessed this situation, and their statements have been taken. So at some point, we got to get clear, because your son is facing going to prison with men, real men. Florida, Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, they don't care about your young boys. They don't. They will send them right to a men's prison. A lot of cases, when you're a juvenile, if it's a heinous crime, they hold you to your 25th birthday and you are released. They don't want to do that. Andrea says, as an educator, I see denial from these parents all the time. Irritating. Being there and participating are two different things. Who taught him that torture tactic, putting rocks in someone's mouth? All of this is alleged. Everyone is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. But we must be very, very clear. We must be very, very clear that this is not shoplifting at Greenbrier Mall or whatever mall is out there. Yeah. And as we said in Patreon on Saturday night, that young woman is going to need so much therapy. I don't know who's going to pay for it, because she's going to need a lifetime worth of therapy. Yeah. I agree, Prophetess A, like, if you raise your children a certain way, they would even, when they see something like that going on, they would run, not walk, run away. So I don't know, sir. Again, your son is innocent until all this is adjudicated. But yeah, we need to have some conversations. You need to come and sit down and talk with somebody so we can ask you a few questions. Ty was the oldest. We got 12, 13, and 15. They got the boy's picture here. I'm not showing that either because of his age. But some media outlets are showing it, and I just choose not to give his name or his picture. And the boy's mama's statement tells me a lot. Put the rocks in her mouth tells me something else was going on. I said it in Patreon. How do little kids even know how to do all of this stuff? That right there is not something that normal children even have the thought patterns to do. That seems depraved, or you have seen something or heard something, or something has been done to you, because that's not even, child, that ain't even on a regular child's mind. That kind of like, we understand puberty, we understand, sexuality is very, very intense around that age. But all of this putting rocks in people's mouths, and we see serial unalivers do stuff like that. Ted Bundy and all them people. These kids are 12 and 13. What did you even formulate all that in your mind at that age? How we know he wasn't the lookout? Child, listen, there's so many questions. I can't even begin to answer none of these questions, but we did have a hearty conversation over in Patreon. If you want to hear more details, feel free to join Patreon. My mom will put a link in the chat. To the father, sir, honey, listen. We're praying for everybody involved. We are. Especially the victim. We know this is hard on all the families. But our main focus is the victim at this time. Okay. Tyesse. Okay, you talked too long. That's what it was. We got our top 3 stories, and then we have the pop culture spiel. Well, I may have to do rapid fire because I'm trying to get out of here at 11 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Central. I'm trying to get out of here. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay. So let's get to these top 3 stories, and then we're going to do we're going to do. Okay, we're not going to listen to audio from Mama Betty. This story, Mama Betty, this story is in Patreon too from Saturday, y'all. Go check it out. What I do have, what I didn't put in Patreon, is I do have the lawsuit information. Okay, so let's get to our top 3 stories. Let's get to our top 3 stories tonight. Mama Betty Price. We're not playing the audio because Mama let it bubble up and she gave it sound. Some of y'all remember Patreon Saturday night. Mama Betty emptied her upper and lower intestines about her husband, her late husband, Fred Price. Yes, she did. She just turned 92 and she ain't held nothing back. Okay. These are our top 3 stories tonight. Mama Betty Price, the widow of the late Frederick K.C. Price of Crenshaw Christian Center, recently spoke about all of the things that her husband endured during his ministry. And she alluded to the fact that a lawsuit and a 2020 segment on her husband called Enough helped take a toll on his health. Okay, so in the 2020 segment, they basically alluded to Fred Price. They played a clip of Fred Price and they made it seem like he was talking about his wealth, and he was not. I'm going to give you a little information from the lawsuit. By the way, this lasted for 4 years, this lawsuit from Fred Price against ABC. Okay, so let's pull that up. This was John Stossel on 2020. John Stossel over on 2020 that did this to the late Fred Price. Okay. Some of y'all remember the opening song, Evidence. Okay. In March 2007, ABC's 2020 and related Good Morning America material ran a segment about financial openness and lavish lifestyles among some prominent ministries. The broadcast included a short clip of Price saying things like he lived in a 25-room mansion, had a $6 million yacht, and a private jet, a helicopter, and 7 luxury automobiles. Price's claim the clip was used out of context. He was preaching a sermon describing a hypothetical rich person who was spiritually unfulfilled, not boasting about himself. Okay? Not boasting about himself. ABC, wait a minute, let me get over here. Okay, let me see. Where did I stop at? I stopped right here. Okay, who was spiritually unfulfilled, not boasting about himself. ABC publicly acknowledged it had used the quote out of context and apologized, saying they believed he was talking about himself, but learned he was speaking about a hypothetical person. ABC also said the church provided a statement that Price was paid a salary commensurate with his duties, and that the church openly shared financial info with its congregation. Price sued ABC, a Disney-related ABC entities, Stossel, and others involved in the segment, alleging defamation and intentional infliction of emotional distress, seeking damages. And press coverage at the time, the lawsuit described the broadcast as portraying him as a hypocrite and a thief who financed luxury with church funds. The Ninth Circuit opinion lays out a fairly messy procedural path. July 2007, Price filed the suit in Superior Court. ABC removed the case to federal court diversity jurisdiction. The parties dismissed without prejudice to attempt mediation. Mediation failed. December 2007, Price refiled in the Southern District of New York. Defendants sought transfer, arguing Price was trying to avoid California's anti-SLAPP law. The New York court transferred it back to the Central District of California, explicitly calling it apparent, though unsuccessful, forum shopping. That's why this went on for 4 years, that's why. Once back in California, federal court ABC used California's anti-SLAPP procedure designed to quickly strike claims that targeted protected speech. That, okay, designed to quickly strike claims that targeted protected speech on public issues unless the plaintiff can show probability of prevailing. A critical tactical detail, ABC's anti-SLAPP motion at that stage focused narrowly on falsity. On falsity, the district court had also denied Price discovery aimed at intent because intent wasn't relative to the narrow falsity argument in the anti-SLAPP posture. The district court dismissed the case initially. The district court gained or granted the anti-SLAPP motion, reasoning the clip was substantially true because Price was in fact wealthy and has some expensive assets. So the court treated the broadcast as not meaningfully false. The Ninth Court, now we're in 2010, major reversal, but only in part. So there was a reversal. And Price versus Stossel, Ninth Circuit Court, 2010, the Ninth Circuit said the district court's substantial truth analysis was premature and misinformed for a quotation presented in Price's own words. The appellate court leaned on the U.S. Supreme Court's Masson framework. When a publication presents something as a quote, you compare the quote as published against what the speaker actually said and meant in context. And the editing materially changes the meaning. It can be false. Okay. What the Ninth Court didn't reinstate, the court held that there was substantial likelihood Price could prove the clip as broadcast was false because the context materially changed the meaning. So it reversed the anti-SLAPP dismissal of the express defamation claim and sent it back to the trial court. Okay. We're going to fast forward, y'all, because it went back and forth for a while. We're going to fast forward. Okay. How it ended. The case did not end in a public jury verdict. The case did not end in a public jury verdict. In April 2011, ABC issued a public written apology tied to a settlement. The Los Angeles Times reported that ABC had apologized on air in 2007, but that the written apology was required as a part of the legal settlement. Why this matters? I'm gonna say one more thing. Why this matters? Even if someone is generally wealthy, you can't safely fix a quote by saying it's basically true if the editing changes what the speaker was actually saying, especially when you present it as the person speaking about themselves. Okay. All right. Editing matters. Editing matters, y'all, and the intent of your editing matters. All right. Okay. They settled. It was, I don't know if it doesn't give me any indication, you guys, there was a financial settlement. It appears that it was a apology, a public apology, a retraction of sorts. So I don't think that there was any financial, any type of financial settlement there. I'm not sure. I don't see anything that gives me financial, because they usually would put there was a financial settlement undisclosed amount. So it looks like an apology. But Mama Betty said in the audio that we played over in Patreon, all of that took a toll on his health. All of that, because he was very concerned. He was very focused on his image and, his ministry over the years and stuff. And she said he did have a Rolls Royce, but he drove it for 18 years. And one of the church members bought them a Rolls. Well, they bought him a Bentley, she said. Very concerned about his reputation. And so I don't know, y'all. I don't know. This was in 2011. Let me see when Uncle Fred passed. I know he died from COVID complications. That was in 2011. When did Fred Price pass away? Okay. Oh, okay. He passed away in 2021. The settlement was in 2011. Okay, well, it may still have. That was a big, Mama Betty. That was kind of like, that was a big space between the settlement and when he had COVID. But it still may have had enough. I know what you're saying, Mama Betty. I get it. Yeah, that was a decade. But I know what she meant. He had cancer. I thought he had COVID-19. Let me double check. Because if I remember correctly, I remember they said he had caught COVID and it had turned really bad. Cause of death, COVID-19. Yeah, COVID-19. Rochelle, did you catch that? Rochelle, did you catch that? Like 10 years, Mama Betty. But listen. All right. She missed her husband. That's all. Yeah, that's what it is. Mama Betty, we with you. We still with you, Mama Betty. We love you. Happy 92nd birthday. All right. And ABC, I know y'all have changed a lot of things since then. Just can't be out here editing stuff. It's probably one of them non-melanated that did that segment, that executive producer. We have to move on, though. I have to move on with my life. Yeah. Okay. I just talked about this church. I literally just talked about this church. If you're not sleepy and you ready to roll with the rest of the night show, please put orange hearts in the chat. If you ain't sleepy and the show is good tonight and you loving the show, put some orange hearts in the chat. Orange hearts in the chat. If you want the church to roll on. You say, Tyesse, I'm up. Keep the fire burning. Okay. I just covered this because there was a pastor over there filming women in the damn gym. Okay, this is crazy. I just covered this. Founding pastor Brian Tomei, he's 60 years old, has been suspended from all leadership duties pending an independent investigation into incidents from 2015. The church informed members on February 27 by email that Tomei is relieved of responsibilities until review is complete. Board Chairman Brian Wells told the congregation that the allegations improved inappropriate physical humor, specifically that Tomei allegedly rubbed a man's crotch rubbed a man's crotch with a riding crop, an item he kept in his office, and made a suggestive comment. The church previously addressed the same incident in 2024, remanding Tomei and reminding him of leadership expectations and the weight of his words and actions. That earlier internal handling appeared to conclude the issue at the time, but it resurfaced after a separate scandal involving another staff member. I just covered that. Youth Leadership Director, Joel Firebolt, who led the Next Generation Ministry at Crossroads, was fired in early February 26 after police contacted the church. According to email to congregants obtained by media, police reported Firebolt was secretly recording women at a gym without their consent. Senior Pastor Brian Tomei described this conduct as a gross violation. Sir, but you rubbed somebody's penis and oh Jesus. So at the time last month, you said the pastor that was recording people in the gym, it was a gross violation of conduct. But then in 2015, you rub your hand across somebody's crotch. Y'all, let me say this. I'm just gonna say this, honey. Listen, y'all, to the members and to the people, y'all may need some new leadership or just close the doors, pack everything up, because this is crazy. Pack everything up in there, because I don't know what y'all got going on over here. Like, baby, what kind of freak nasty mess going on over there? Gee whiz. Watching women and groping men, honey. Listen, okay. What was that at? Make sure I don't have to visit them on first Sunday. Crossroads. Interesting. Do I got a link to the video? Because I want to give this link. Mel C, Rochelle, remind me on my next story. I want to provide a link. Please remind me, Rochelle or Mel C, to give the Tyesse Squad and give everybody a link to a story, because I didn't have time to try to find the original video. Okay. All right. Ty, I bet he's a fit 47. They all usually are. Turning Point USA. Usually they are. I don't know what kind of church that they're taking pictures of people in the bathroom, in the gym, over there at the gym, and then y'all rubbing people crotches and stuff. Okay, let's cover our third story out of the top three, y'all. Draymond Green, who's a basketball player, and Matt Barnes. This story was really, really interesting, y'all, because these are our church guys. But Draymond Green and Matt Barnes basically have a tale of two different experiences. Draymond Green came out and said, and another basketball player came out and said their accommodations in Memphis were just subpar, basically horrible. Their accommodations in Memphis were subpar. Matt Barnes, tried to come out and say, well, listen, my experience in Memphis was not bad. Draymond Green said he was at a hotel that he did not name the chain. He was at a hotel. He said the sprinklers went off, and he told them about it, and they basically didn't do anything. Remember, Memphis is where Donnie McClurkin was in a hotel room, and a man came in with a dog and a stick or something, right? So, and then a lady downstairs was waiting and soliciting him for sex in Memphis. And so let me say this. I'm going to be clear. Okay, let me bring this down. Memphis is a beautiful city. Let's not act like Memphis is not a beautiful city. It's a beautiful city. But I must say, because I was going to go to this year's convocation, and I was looking at hotels, and I don't know, most of the hotels, they do look a little dated, y'all. I'm just, no shade to all of my Memphis, Tabitha, my nephew Brandon, all of y'all. I love y'all. But some of the hotels do look a little dated. Everybody always talk about the Peabody. The Peabody is nice, y'all, but I'm just trying to be respectful because I have too many Memphis Tyesse Squad members. So with that being said, one of the city council women was on this news segment, and they talked about why the Church of God in Christ. Why the Church of God in Christ, is going to St. Louis. And so, y'all, and this is the Tyesse Report. I'm not saying, I'm not talking about the Sheraton. I'm just speaking about this in context. Sheraton, I don't want no problems, but y'all, they say the Sheraton is kind of like on, listen, I'm just a reporter, y'all. I'm just... Sheraton, I don't want no smoke. But yeah. Oh, you ain't got to get no smoke for me. You can go read the reviews. Y'all reviews are on Google. So so it looks like the Church of God in Christ. One of the reasons they went back to St. Louis is because people were complaining about the accommodations. People are not gonna pay that kind of money, and we in here in the hotel for the Players Club. So, Coach, they said rats, mole, roaches. Why won't the major 3 chains put money? Okay, so in this article, Harold, they are going to be doing a multi-million-dollar upgrade to the Sheraton, and then I guess they're going to need some rest of the money, like I don't know, they're talking about $1 billion. Child, it's just a lot of money they're going to need. But if you listen to the article, they're going to be doing some upgrades. But child, the Church of God in Christ, who brings lots of money to that area, they're already gone now. So it's like, are y'all hoping they'll come back once y'all get all this done? Take your time, Ty Walkers. I mean, listen, I can look at this hotel. I look at hotels from the outside. I can look at this Sheraton right here and no, I wouldn't stay there because it's dated. That's the same building from the 80s. The coaching connection is like me. I'm a hotel person. I leave reviews. I do. At every hotel I stay at, I leave a review. I'm going to tell you about how I feel. I'm going to tell you about how I feel. Listen, if Kojic feels like it's a go ahead, it's a chop, and St. Louis has better accommodations, I agree. I agree. And this is not an indictment on the beautiful city of Memphis, where there's so much civil rights history, great food, the blues. Ain't nobody dissing Memphis. It looks like the old building in England. Paul, not the courthouse over there off of Manchester. I stayed at the Westin. Listen, let me tell y'all something. When people are paying $200, $300, and $400 a night, you're just not gonna just stay anywhere. Like, it's gonna start affecting convocation. What's gonna happen is convocation numbers are gonna start dwindling because ain't nobody paying $400 and it's looking like New Jack City up in here. They ain't doing it. Ain't nobody paying no damn $400 a night, and then you got rats and shit and roaches crawling all up the wall. I know I'm not. Now listen, everybody's not Tyesse. You know what I'm saying? I like a certain type of hotel. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is that, you ain't picky like me. I like a certain type of establishment. All right. Anybody been to Memphis to visit? Anybody been to Memphis? Do you have any reviews? Any reviews of your accommodations at this time? Oh, y'all a mess. Somebody said it's a lot of trade in Memphis. Oh, y'all are a mess. Kojic Connection to Westin is the hotel the NBA players were talking about here in Memphis. Okay. Okay, let me say that. That's just Linnell said that it was the Westin, because I didn't hear them say the Westin in the video. I didn't hear them say that that's just LANELL. He's in Memphis. Yes, if you need to reach him, Westin Corporation Inc. He's in Memphis. I didn't say nothing about no Westin. I was speaking. They talked about the Sheraton, and that's what I was talking about. It's nice, but it doesn't have the amenities. I stayed at the Sheraton in Memphis. Not interested in staying there again. You ain't gotta be scared. Rewind videos. You ain't gotta be scared. Let it out. Some of y'all probably scared. Like, I don't really want to, because I may have to go back out there again. You ain't gotta be scared, sis. All right, Ty Squad, new followers and friends. I don't know what's going on over there in Memphis. I have to move on with my life. All right. Hey, Naida. I didn't see not one hotel. I'm being honest with y'all. I looked tonight as I was preparing this story. I didn't see one hotel I would stay at. Maybe that Courtyard downtown. Because I'm sorry, the Peabody don't impress me. It does not. That's what Sean Pace is over there. Before she passed, she's over there talking, we're going to be at the Peabody tonight. I said, Sean wasn't looking too good, y'all. And I said, Sean, baby, listen. First of all, COVID is out here, baby. Go on home, Sean. Go home. But she said, we're going to be at the Peabody. That's the last video I remember of my girl, Sean. The Peabody has gone down. That's how I was looking at the Peabody. Everybody talking about, oh yeah, the Peabody. And let me be honest, like the Biltmore in LA. Girl, this is, y'all, I don't know what people call opulence. All this old ass dynasty shit up in here from 1978. Are y'all serious? What's your rate? I need a king. Single occupancy. $733 a night. Girl, y'all are crazy. And I have $733. Girl, y'all are crazy. The Hyatt downtown is about the only really nice hotel. The Peabody has been renovated, but it's still dated. Let me talk about that, Linnell, when they talk about renovations. Because I've been to hotels, they got a lot of long century that got these little, bulletins up talking about newly renovated. Let me explain something to y'all. Changing the comforters and changing some of the trim motifs, that's not renovated. Going out and buying all these new comforters and changing the color, your motifs around the walls, that's not renovation, honey. We're talking about the whole infrastructure of the hotel needs to be gutted out. That's renovation. I thought Kojic had their own hotel in Memphis. Well, they were saying at one time, they were saying some stuff. A lot of people were saying some stuff. Let me be quiet because we got a lot of Kojic people, high up people in here tonight. They were saying some stuff about some of that stuff, because I ain't got nothing to do with it. Renovations mean a new rug in the hotel. Yeah, Demond. Child, they were saying that, they said Kojic was, they was, dealing with the hotels directly, and then, they was in cahoots together at one point. Oh, child, let me hush. We should have had our own hotel and conference center. Or Harold, you need to go up there and kick the door in and say, I'm Harold Roberts. I'm Harold Roberts, and I need to talk to y'all. I'm having a hot flash. Okay, I'm having a hot flash. Oh, God, I'm going through andropause, hotspot. Excuse me. I'm going through early onset andropause. Please excuse me at this time. Bishop Blake said it. I heard that they was, the hotels in the Church of God in Christ, they was working together and there was some things going on. That's what I heard, y'all. That's what the streets was saying. They got colored washcloths. Y'all, I'm done. But please, y'all, can y'all please stop talking about that damn Peabody? Yeah, I may have to wind up staying at the Peabody. Okay, girl, and what Bishop Blake said, Kojic Connection? What Bishop Blake said? They said the hotel conference line and the Kojic registration department was setting it up. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Baby, they said it was a lot going on. They said Karen was back there in the back room. Oh, Charlie think Jackie was back there stapling papers in the back. It was oh, they said Twinkie was back there moving envelopes around. It was a lot going on with them hotels, y'all. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I gotta turn my fan on because I'm having a hot flash. Okay, let me turn my air on. They said Dorinda said she didn't want to be involved. They said Dorinda didn't even come. Dorinda said, y'all, I'm not gonna be involved in this mess. Really, they return everybody money and Kelsey. Draymond Green, shout out to you, bro. I don't know what Matt Barnes, Mac Nasty ass talking about, but Draymond Green, thank you for saying what a lot of people been wanting people to say about these hotels in Memphis. That, honey, it's ridiculous what y'all trying to charge people. Y'all trying to charge people in these hotels over there in their Memphis. Hell, some of my best times, my damn nephew is over there embalming people over there in Memphis. Hell, my nephew will give you a funeral to die for. So I'm not going to diss Memphis. He probably in the back right now getting somebody ready for a viewing tomorrow. They say he skeeked that embalming fluid up in you like whipped cream. Okay. Ooh, folks have to realize Kojic is not the biggest or only thing that comes to Memphis annually. Linnell, did you say Linnell, did you used to get into a lot of fights in high school? Linnell, did you? And then also, we need to know what your astrological sign is, Linnell. Did you used to get into a lot of fights? Oh, I thought my mouth was something. Who said they'd rather sleep in a tent? Who said that? You didn't used to get into a lot of fights? Oh, okay. Oh, no, never. Okay. Somebody said they'd rather sleep in a tent. Oh, my nephew be in there skeeting that stuff up in them people, and they look like they sleep. Then they don't want to give refunds, but they will give you a free night. Oh yeah, that happened to me one time in San Francisco. Happened to me one time in the Bay Area. Say, ma'am, listen, I don't want to stay here an additional night. What part don't you understand, lady? This is not up to my standards. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to hit the bricks, lady. When the sentence starts off, you have to realize, Lord, I have never thought about it like that, and I've worked in a funeral home. Oh, yeah, brother. All right, Draymond Green, shout out to the basketball players that let it be known these are slot bucket hotels, and that's why the Church of God in Christ hid it up out of here. And they won't be looking back. All right. How long are they in St. Louis for, Tyesse Squad? Does anybody know? Was it 5 years, a year or two? When are they going to be coming back? Because it looks like they're trying to wait for everything to get renovated and whatnot. How long will the Church of God in Christ be in St. Louis? Does anybody know? Anybody know how long the Church of God in Christ will be in St. Louis? I think until 2027. Is that true? 3 years? Okay. 2027, 2028, somewhere in there. Okay. All right. And to the Sheraton and to the Westin, listen, just up your game and people won't be giving these bad reviews. People won't be, just, do whatever you have to do to all of those hotels over there. Sheraton, Westin, Marriott, whatever, DoubleTree, whatever, Days Inn. Just make sure your standards are at least commensurate with what you're charging. That's all we're asking. Okay. Okay. Everybody, if you can, please gather a seed. We're going to get ready to go into our pop culture. We have renamed it. But what we also want you to do, Tyesse Squad, what we also want you to do is make sure you support us tonight. We want you to make sure you support us tonight. If you can, we're asking everybody to get a good seed together. We need 10 people to give $10. There's nearly 600 people here. We know that should not be difficult. But if you have less than that, we ask that you give that as well. Or somebody may really have enjoyed the show tonight, and you may want to give more than that. Okay? All right. I'm going to give you the ways to give right now. They'll be on the screen. And we're going to cue our music. And we're going to leave this up to give people ample time to get their seeds together. They're all offering envelopes. And we're going to get to our newly named pop culture spiel in just a moment. Amen. Choir, can we get some music? Because people need to give. We need 10 people to give at least $10 as we prepare for our pop cultures. Okay. Choir, thank you. Oh man, we could have kept that going. We could have kept that going, y'all. Look where he brought me from. Ooh, that thing was hot. Wasn't that hot? My God, today. Thank you. Thank you, Dwayne Bird. Thank you so much, brother, for $100 tonight. I appreciate it for being the best. That's what they say. They say them other, them other bloggers, it's not the same. They just don't. I know, I get it. Dwayne, you know what I think it is? I don't know. I just know what my audience wants, and I know what their audience wants. They have to go there and watch them people because they're it's a part of the system, but they're all here right now watching me. They're all here watching me right now. They are. Oh, thank you for that, brother. Thank you, Justin Nail. I think that's you, brother. Great show. Memphis is trying to do better. I believe you, brother. Thank you, Jess Linnell. Thank you, Kirby Mack. Thank you, Ethel Stanley. Thank you, Tarleton Walker. Thank you. I believe that's Malika. Thank you, Malika, for 2026 over on Venmo. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for completing our complete goal tonight, Dwayne Bird. And thank all the other 4 people that gave. Thank God for Dwayne Bird. Because if it wasn't for Dwayne Bird supplying the whole need tonight, because them people that's watching from the other channels, they're not going to give nothing. So we need our guests and we need all our people to make sure we always get this platform right. Okay. Somebody else just gave. Let me see who that is, and then we're gonna get back to somebody else just gave something. Thank you, Miss V. I appreciate that, love. Thank you. Okay. We'll also give you an opportunity one more time at the end of the pop culture spiel to give if you choose to do so. Let's get into it. The newly named, the Walona Woods News and Tea Spiel right here on the official Tyesse Report Church World News. The newly named, the Walona Woods News and Tea Spiel. We're going to jump right into it right now, okay? Okay. Let's jump right into it right now. First of all, we're going to start off with a little sad news. I'm going to get rid of the ticker. Okay. That ain't the ticker, Tyesse. Get rid of the ticker. Okay. And if we can get those 22 likes, I'd appreciate it so much. If we can get those 22 likes before I get off of here. We're about 5 minutes over what I wanted, but I'm going to rock and roll. I'm going to keep on going because we still have nearly 532. Okay. We still got nearly 600 people pushing up in here. All right. We got sad news out of Colorado. We want to surround the family of this young brother with love on tonight. Dominique Ponder, Colorado Buffaloes backup quarterback. He passed away after being involved in a car crash Sunday morning, March 1st. He was 22 years old. He was pronounced dead at the scene, and a full investigation is pending. Deion Sanders has released a statement. Everybody is, devastated. Coach Prime said, God, please comfort the Ponder family. I saw comments about that stretch of highway and how it curves, and the way the accident was described by the law enforcement in that area, the way it was described, it was a very horrific crash. He lost control, hit a guardrail, hit an electrical pole, and then went down an embankment. And so Twitter is talking about Tesla because there's rumors that there was rumors and talk about there was a fire as well. And people have been talking about Teslas, and in the event of an accident or a fire, you know, are you able to get out, right? And so he was young. He was very popular in Colorado and has lost his life due to a horrific, the way it's described, a horrific accident. Again, we're praying for all of the students at the university and also his family at this time. All right. I'll keep you updated if there's anything else that comes of this case. I'm excited. I'm beyond excited. I watched early this morning. I got up and watched it's now called the Actor Awards, but I know it as the Screen Actors Guild Award. There was a major shock last night. Michael B. Jordan. I mean, even Michael was shocked. People just couldn't believe it. Michael B. Jordan won Best Actor at the SAG Awards. So the SAG Awards basically are awards that are voted on by other actors. So it's like, it's very unique. It's not some committee or anything. Your peers vote for you. And it is such a prestigious award in Hollywood. And so congratulations, Michael. I was shocked. The audience was shocked. Michael was shocked. But he played twins. He played twins in Sinners, you know. I think one of his name was Smoke. I forgot the other name. It was two twins, and he did a phenomenal job in Sinners, and he is so deserving of this. I may have some more coverage of some of the award shows over the weekend. I may have some stuff in Patreon, but I must be honest, I hadn't had a chance. I've been so busy. I haven't had a chance to watch the NAACP Image Awards. That's why I didn't have a review today. I had just been busy. I watched the SAG Awards this morning, and I was fast forward to hell through them. And so we're excited. We can't wait for March 15th. Sinners is the most awarded movie in history. The most awarded. It's never been a movie that has been awarded the way Sinners has been awarded. And we're rooting for Wunmi Musaku. We're rooting for Delroy Lindo, who was nominated. Ruth Carter, Best Original Screenplay. The list just goes on and on and on and on. Oh, great. I'm going to have to go to your social media. Did you do any pictures, Marcus? Yeah. Yeah. And he made me cry at the SAG Awards because he talked about his mother and how they used to, you know, not even have enough money to go through the tunnel, and they had to, you know, get the gas money. Oh my God, he wore me thin with that acceptance speech. And so I'm sure Mama don't have to worry about no gas money no more. I'm sure she ain't worried about nothing because she looked beautiful and she looked like $1 million. So shout out to Michael B. Jordan. We love you, brother. And Sinners, people are saying it 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. So that's why it's making so much money. I agree with somebody said the movie is spiritual. It is. There's an anointing on that movie Sinners because it talks about so many things that's really central to being Black, being from Africa, you know, our ancestors and whatnot, paying homage to the blues. It's just layered and layered and layered and layered and layered. So shout out to Michael B. Jordan. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Clarissa Shields and Papoose. Clarissa Shields, I mean, she really takes these comments serious. So basically, she's upset. She made a comment. She posted and she made a statement rather, and people just start eating her up. And she was actually responding to the people. And everybody's like, girl, you be out here saying stuff, and then when people tell you how you sound, you get upset. She said that Papoose deserves everything. His birthday is coming up, and I wish I could give him a baby for his birthday. He deserves everything. Girl, listen. Oh my God. Ma'am, do you know how you be sounding when you be saying, do you read this stuff back to yourself? Man, you talking about you wishing you could give him a baby. You make it sound like a baby is a bag or something. I wish I could give him a baby for his birthday. And then, ma'am, your friend is still married. The divorce isn't finalized, sis. Ooh, girl, just honey, listen. Do some crosswords, girl. Play solitaire. Cause honey, oh my God, I just don't understand. You really, y'all really don't know how this stuff is sounding to the average person out here on the streets. His birthday coming up. I wish I could give him a baby. Like if somebody said, "Oh, I wish I could go ahead and get in these Louis Vuitton boots that he wanted." Okay, girl, I just cannot. I feel like I lose brain cells. And then you clapping back at everybody in the comments like they did something. This is serious, Ty Squad. This is serious. I can't post any of it here. I can't post absolutely none of it here. But if you go to Dion Cole's Instagram, Dion Cole made a joke at the NAACP Image Awards about Nicki Minaj, saying that a lot of all that stuff in her ass, pray for her ass because it's all going to her head, and something like that. And he made a couple of jokes about her and her fan base, the Barbs. He also made some comments about the man that used the N-word over in the UK at the BAFTA Awards. And so he has literally been getting a barrage of hate mail. He posted them so you could see what people are saying, things threatening his life, talking about his deceased mother. It is the most awful, vile, oh my God, the most awfully vile comments about him, his deceased mother, what they're going to do to him. They say they're going to Charlie Kirk him. Oh my God. Her fans are just as disgusting as she is. Her fans are horrid. I just don't understand how anybody, let me explain something to y'all. I told the Ty Squad and I told some of my inner circle about the hate emails I used to get from my stalker, the man that's stalking me, right? And they were just so hate. And then he said in one of the emails, he said, I hate him with everything in my being. Like, sir, you don't even know me. I know you're a closeted gay man living, a lot of pain and turmoil, but don't take that out on me. Gee whiz. So, still working because I got so much going on, working to deal with him. And I don't want to sue him. I don't want him criminally charged. All I want is just the ability to be able to put his name up and let everybody know who he is. Do an article in the Sentinel in LA. Reach out to my brother at KTLA, run that story in LA, and I'm done. That's all I want. I don't want to sue the guy. I don't want to do anything like that, y'all. I don't want the money from you. I have my own money. I just want the ability to put your name on a thumbnail, put your picture up, and let the people know what happened to me. Put it in the Sentinel, in the Wave, and also run a spot on a couple of news channels. I'm sure my sister Jasmine Cannon can help me facilitate that. That's all I want. I don't want nothing from you. Nothing. Okay, but I'm crystal clear on who it is, and I just have to work to verify that. All right. His joke on white people with Tourette's was his best joke. I gotta watch this now, y'all. And can we shout out the BET Awards who did a post supporting him and his comedy? Yeah, shout out to the NAACP and BET who stood up and said, Dion, we support you because he's getting some. I'm talking about hate mail. Hate mail he's getting. Yeah, a lot of people don't understand when you're a public figure. This stalker was saying just the worst things about me, but I think they probably felt that they would always be anonymous. That's what they probably felt, so they never thought that there would ever be an actual uncovering of who they are. These people are sick. They are absolutely sick. So many of you have been asking. When is what is it called? All the Queen's Men coming back. Well, there's actually a tour going on right now. There's a tour going on, and so the show may be gone. The show may be in limbo because Christian Keys is a whole idiot. But I was told and informed that there is a tour. They have already come through Atlanta. The next stop is going to be in Dallas on March 6th. All the Queensmen, all of your favorites from the show it's called a Queens Night Out tour, and they're going to be stopping in Dallas over on Walnut Hill Lane. They're very, very adamant that no recording will be allowed. 9 p.m. for general admission. Doors open at 8 p.m. for VIP. Okay, all of your favorites, including Bayou Banga, Masterpiece, Carter the Body, K Swift. I've seen a couple of people that are not there, but this will do. Okay, March 6th, 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. A Queens Night Out tour is stopping in Dallas. Okay. Hey, ma'am, I love you. All right. Okay, so that is going in over on in Dallas. This is just, I don't know why they will not let this man. I think I can put the ticker back up. I don't know why they won't let this man rest in peace. It is disgusting. But it's just, I guess it's just how it is. I really do guess that's just how it is. Okay. Hold on one second. Let me pull this up. I think it's just disgusting. And people are just, oh my God. So this is a special report. Siblings are accusing Michael Jackson of sex trafficking and abuse in a new lawsuit. 4 adult siblings from the Casio family say the pop star abused them across more than a decade, beginning when they were children. This is a special report. 4 siblings have sued the Michael Jackson estate, alleging that they were each sexually abused and trafficked by the singer over periods that collectively span more than a decade. The plaintiffs, Frank, Dominique, and Marie Nicole, and Aldo Casco, I don't know, recently appeared in court in an effort to void a prior settlement that they said was designed to silence victims of childhood sexual abuse. So they've already evidently received some sort of settlement, and they wanted to void that. Okay, they wanted to void the settlement they already got. All right. Okay, in an effort to void a prior settlement, they said that they were it was designed to silence victims of abuse, childhood sexual abuse. A ruling on that is set for March 5th, which is Thursday. The new lawsuit filed on February 27th in Los Angeles arrives a month after the siblings' last appearance in court. The Casio siblings' father reportedly met Jackson while working at a luxury hotel he often stayed at. According to the complaint, Jackson began sexually abusing each sibling when they were around 7 or 8. Child, okay. I'm just going. Okay. He allegedly showed them corn, including child corn, and forced 2 boys to watch him assault Marie Nicole while telling her it was a normal thing between a man and a woman. Okay, let me say this. I don't want to read any more. You can find out more. I'm over it. I'm done. Okay, let me say this. I don't know what the settlement, I don't know what happened, y'all, but I just don't know. It's just complicated, y'all. That's what a lot of these people do, Stephanie. And a lot of the estates, I'm learning this by just doing research sometimes. A lot of these estates of deceased people are settling with these people quietly and having them sign NDAs and agreements. And like, once y'all start paying these people out, that's why they keep coming back. Maybe they done ran out of money. I don't know. Maybe, you know, maybe they weren't satisfied with the terms. Yeah, child, listen. Honey, an NDA or whatever the settlement agreement was just that. Everybody, you know, agrees amicably. And I don't now listen, I don't know whether it was a financial settlement or I don't know what kind of settlement it was, y'all. But I can tell y'all this. You know, y'all probably not going to get nothing else. I'm with Samara. Good luck with that, honey. Good luck with 2 swings at the bat. Mm-hmm. Ooh, honey, to the Michael Jackson estate, honey, we may need to get some more people over there. Mama Catherine, she was too sick and too old. So, honey, she, you know, she's only doing so much she can do. You know, they got some different people over there executing the execution and stuff. Mm-hmm. That story I'm personally following it up with because I don't like that. Okay, finally, y'all, we have a story that we're going to be working on in a separate live one day this week when I get a chance. In the 6 years that I've been blogging, maybe 6 years, 7 years almost, 2 years, you know, amateur, about 5 years professionally blogging, I'm rarely at a loss for words when it comes to stories. Rarely will you catch Tyesse, like, I don't have no commentary on a story other than to read the story. I wish they would take these to court and the estate or him would be able to count. I do. That's what I was saying. Maybe then it will stop, Emmanuel. I saw this on News Nation, and this story has got quite a few people talking right now, especially on Twitter and TikTok. There was a story of a mother. Listen, it's been 20 years, so forgive the pictures. They're a little dated. They're a little blurry. She disappeared. This woman, you know, Stephanie, when we started talking like this, Stephanie started getting scared. She thinks it's going to be an unsolved mystery music. No, Stephanie, we'll be okay. Okay. This mother from North Carolina, on Chris, I believe it was, let me get the exact, it was either Christmas or Christmas. North Carolina mother, Christmas Day, missing. There it is. Okay. I don't know whether y'all laying down or sitting down or standing up, but you might want to sit down. A mother who vanished 24 years ago is found alive. This woman disappeared. She said she was going Christmas shopping at Kmart, I believe. Her name is Michelle Hundley Smith. She disappeared after she went Christmas shopping in 2001. They just found her. She's alive and well. The sheriff, I saw him on News Nation. He said he can't tell any details other than she's been found. They asked him several questions. What we are able to tell you, what she said is that she's fine. She just doesn't want to have anything to do with her 3 children, who were small at the time and grown now. She walked out the door, y'all. She left and said she was going Christmas shopping, and it was about 17 miles away, the Kmart. And this woman left and never came back. They found her. She's alive and well. Hey, Larry. Are y'all listening to me? Ray, too soon. Hey, Ray, too soon. I cannot. A family search for a mother who vanished decades ago ended with the news that she was alive and well, but she still doesn't want them to know where she is. Michelle Hundley Smith, who was 38 when she was reported missing in 2001, was found safe and sound last week, but doesn't want her whereabouts disclosed. to her family or anyone else, the Rockingham County Sheriff's Office said. Good God from Zion. At her request, her current whereabouts will remain undisclosed, the sheriff's office said in a statement Friday. The day authorities found her in North Carolina, her family has been notified that she has been located and informed of her request as well. Smith has 2 daughters and a son. One of her daughters, her daughter Amanda Smith, said on Facebook back in 2021. On Tuesday, Sheriff Sam Page said Smith didn't explicitly say she didn't want her family to contact her, but he said he is aware of. He said he is unaware of any contact between the parties since she was located. Page said the family needs time to heal, and he offered his prayers. Page said Smith indicated that there was domestic issues before she left of her own accord, but he said the sheriff's office has no records related to such issues being before she departed. I saw them talk about that she said there was some domestic issues, but they went through the police records, and they had not one case of a domestic violence issue. Ma'am, I hope you're not using domestic violence as an excuse for why you left your children. You know, I don't know. I don't know that many mothers that would do that to these kids like that. And then at Christmas, and they have flyers up of you, posters of you. Can y'all tell me in the sign what sign y'all think she is? Harold said she's a Pisces. What sign do you think this lady is? Ma'am, you went to damn Kmart to get some wrapping paper and some bowls and you hid it? What sign do you think she is? Put it in the chat. Yeah. You're just selfish. A Gemini. Oh, of course. I wonder if she started a new family. There's so much that they asked the sheriff, and he was getting on my nerves. Sir. Well, due to her request, you know, and the only question he answered was, you know, is she going to be charged? Everything's been turned over to the district attorney, and the district attorney is going to be looking at everything. She needs to be arrested. Well, what is she going to be arrested on? I don't know. Look at the books, find something. She needs to be locked up. We're going to be covering another story. It just happens that this story came out where we're going to be covering a story about Oprah. I saw this Oprah Jamel Hill interview. I've been telling y'all about the disconnection from families that people are doing right now. Just happens that this story happened at the same time I'm getting ready to do a story about what Oprah's been talking about. She's definitely not an Aquarius. Moms leave. Okay, let me say this. Ray, that's a good point. Mothers and fathers do leave. Normally, they say, I'm out. I can't take this. They don't traumatize you even more by not even saying bye and telling you I'm leaving. Normally, the men go and they be living down the street with another woman. You know that's your daddy, but he just lived with Miss May down the street. They can get her for wasting money for having the police look for her. They need to arrest her ass. Let me go over there and put the handcuffs on her. Can you imagine what that Christmas? Can you imagine what Christmas is like with them kids every year now? I want to have they healed and went to therapy. They clipped her last week. What? I'm glad. Well, how did they clip her? Because I just seen the sheriff on Newsmax. They clipped her last week. Are you sure, Brittany? Could she be arrested for wasting? I think she could be arrested for wasting police resources. Send it to me because I just saw the sheriff on news and he said they was turning everything over to the DA to look at. A black man says, "Let me take the garbage out." Now listen, we know a lot of fathers have, you know, child. Y'all know a lot of fathers said they was going to get some cigarettes. Child. Hey, Kendall, how you doing, baby? A lot of fathers said he was going to get some cigarettes, and we ain't seen or heard from him since. But with that's kind of like expected with some of the men in the 80s, y'all. In the 70s and the 80s. Ooh, that is horrible. What are the children? I wonder what they feel like, the kids. Is there a sense of abandonment? Very similar story out of Kentucky, and the lady got clipped 40 years late. Oh, but to say Christmas shopping, she said she was going to Kmart. She was going to Kmart and she'd be right back. She was going to get some stuff. Okay, wait a minute. I'm in my other page. Maybe I need to log into my other page. I see you sent me something. Whomever had the kids was on SSI all the programs. Whomever had the kids was on SSI all the programs. Why you say that, Cammy? What you mean by that? They was on SSI and all the programs. Oh, I got the taste for that. What's it called at Piccadilly's? I'm gonna go get it tomorrow. I got the taste for that thing. Okay. She's been ordered an arrest. Has been served an order for arrest in Robeson County. The Rockingham Sheriff's Office, after consultation with the District Attorney Office, further investigation, identified an outstanding order for arrest for failure to appear. The order for arrest stemmed from the DWI charge by Eden. Police. Okay. She had a DWI on November 11, 2001. That was before she went missing. So they're not arresting her for disappearing. They're arresting her for that old warrant. I got it. So during their investigation, they discovered she had an old warrant. Okay. Thank you, Brittany. I appreciate that, because I was like, I just heard that man say they could investigate, but okay. They got her on an old warrant. She was going to court, scheduled to be go to court, and she had a failure to appear. It stemmed from a DWI charge, November 11, 2001. Michelle Huntley failed to appear in court on December 27, 2001 for this charge because she had hid it. Okay, so wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. Do you think she disappeared because of the DWI charge? Ma'am, no, I don't buy that. She failed to go to the December 27th court date because she had already left, because she was going to Kmart to go get some wrapping paper, some tape, and some bows. Ma'am, I know you did not go on the run for 20 years from your kids for a damn DWI charge. Please tell me you just wanted to not be a mother and you just wanted to be out here partying in the nightlife. Was she embarrassed about the drinking? Man, we could have worked with you. You could have went to meetings, AA, Alcoholics Anonymous. You could have, we could have worked with you, lady. You don't have to do that to your kids. Thank you, Brittany Shield. Okay, she was taken into custody by the Robeson County Sheriff's Office at the request of Rockingham County authorities. She posted bond and scheduled to appear in Rockingham County District Court on March 26. Any inquiries, please contact Captain Sheik with the Rockingham. I'm going to call Captain Sheik tomorrow. I have a media request that I need to put in. Does she have mental illness? I don't listen, y'all ask me a lot of questions. I don't know this lady. I don't know what she got going on. I know she needs to be locked up. What kind of dress did she have on when she left, Tyesse? What kind of car did she? I don't know, y'all. I don't know anything. All I know is this woman left and said she was going to get a fruitcake, some bowls, and some tape, and never came back home. Maybe she was drunk when she left. You know what, y'all? I'm done. That's my y'all. These kids involved. I cannot. Not maybe she was drunk. We got a show. Oprah's been doing some shows on. Dismantling and disassociation and hitting it from your family. People are leaving certain family members. Now we have parents disconnecting from their children. So Jamil Hill talked about it. I was talking about this with Samarna the other day in the office. Jamil Hill talked about how she has disconnected from her father, you know, and sometimes you have to disconnect from family, y'all. And so it's a new trend of disconnecting from people. I'm telling you, it's okay if somebody in your family is toxic, even if it's your mother, even if it's your father, if it's your children, if they are toxic and they're not doing the work to become untoxic, you have to move on. Sometimes you got to choose you. Sometimes you got to choose peace. She needed some not some. Please save your email. I'm not laughing at these children. She needed some ribbons, some scotch tape and stuff, y'all. You know, we'll see you bumping and ribbons. She needed some tissue paper, some ribbons, and some damn wrapping paper, y'all. She just, she decided to just keep driving. Is a trend now because I've been doing it. Child, honey, I told you my aunt called me one time randomly after all that broke loose. She called me one time randomly talking about ideas for my show. I just sat there and listened to her. I don't have time. Y'all was telling me that's how older people apologize. I don't apologize like that. Honey, oh no, we don't do that. Y'all say, Tyesse, that's how the older people, that's how they apologize. Ma'am, you're crazy. I don't have nothing to do with you. You don't have the capacity to be accountable to nothing you do. I just don't have nothing for you. We'll talk about it on our show. I'll figure a day to do it. So that total at the register, and hit it too soon, Ray. Too soon. The kids are still healing. I feel like Miss Sophie and the Women of Brewster Place. I can't do nothing with them. Their heads as hard as rocks. Well, you should have thought about that before you started breeding them like roaches. Oh, the lady with all them kids, what was her name? Phyllis Yvonne Stickney. She had like 6 kids. She said, I can't do nothing with them. Their heads as hard as rocks. She said, you should have thought about that before you started breeding them like roaches. Oh, that was a good movie, y'all. They also apologized by coming to your door and asking you if you're hungry. Who? She should have at least come back when they close all the Kmarts. Okay. I got a little slightly triggered with this story, y'all. After my mom passed away, hold on one second. After my mother passed away, a part of the trauma response to her passing away, I used to have nightmares. They were nightmares to me. I don't know if anybody else would consider them nightmares, but they felt like nightmares to me because I kept having a dream. I kept having a dream that my mother was calling, but she left and didn't come back. And so that's why this story was slightly triggering to me. But I didn't understand that dream. She was somewhere and she would never come back. And now I know, hey, all that trauma I was processing it and it was coming through my dreams and stuff, y'all. Ooh, I don't get along with too many old people because they believe they can talk to anyone any kind of way. And then when I get nasty, they can't take it. Well, yeah, my aunt, she likes to hang up on you. And I don't do hang ups. Simply tell me you will call me back. She likes to hang up in your face. And so I don't do hang up in my face. Because that's why I start hanging up in your face to let you know how it feels. When you start, hitting her with accountability, she wants to hang up the phone in your face. Can I be honest, Stephanie? Will a couple of them see this? Well, a couple of them see this. I'm trying. A couple of my family watch, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Stephanie, one of my she watches. One of my aunts. I'm gonna just say one of my aunts gonna say, yeah, all the such and such kids, because my grandmother was married. My uncle that passed away and my mother are the two oldest children, and she was married to my grandfather. And then after he passed away, she remarried. And so you know how it's you're all siblings, but you know you got the siblings with this father, and you have the siblings with that father, and so. So, what am I was gonna say? Yeah, all of I'm gonna just call him. I'm gonna call him random names. I don't want to give his name, but cause see, her father is different. So she got the same father. Let me see. Yeah, she got the same father, and she said all of Blank's kids or all of them kids, from him are, are just it's a mess. And girl, that's your daddy too. Quiet as kept, that's your daddy too. I don't know if looking at your analogy, but he's your father too. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I think a lot of all of that, whatever that is, I think it comes from my grandmother, not exactly, the fathers. I'm sorry. Because honey, I see some stuff with everybody, even people that got, different daddies. It's a little stuff going on with everybody. Not just the group that have the same daddy. That thing is going across multiple siblings, honey, and different dads and stuff. So it's a continuum. So I feel like it's coming from my grandmother. That's just how I feel, Todd, thank you for explaining why you have the dreams, because I've been dealing with that lady, especially since I've been unpacking in therapy lately. Yeah, I think it was subconscious. It was a lot of trauma. And so my mind was processing that. It was so traumatic to me because I was like, the dreams was so traumatic because she was somewhere. She would call, I would talk to her, and she never would come back home. And I was like, what is this? They felt like nightmares to me. I had them for a long time. And when my mind, I think, processed it, that's when they stopped. When my mind processed the grief, let me say this to you guys, everybody that's here watching tonight. I don't know the exact term. Cassandra would know, the resident therapist would know, but there are things in your mind. Your mind does things to protect you from things that would otherwise drive you crazy. Okay? Your mind has a way of processing information, storing it somewhere separately, moving things around to protect you from, to protect your sanity, because there are some things that we have been through that we really could be in an insane asylum because they were just that traumatic, And so the brain has a way of protecting you from all of that. So just know that the reason you're still here is because there was a lot of things going on spiritually and psychologically that protected you. Yeah, sometimes I look at different eras of my life, and I know I was there, but I always feel like I don't know. I don't want to say a movie or a dream. I look at certain eras of my life. I said, I know I was there, but I feel like a part of that means you were detached from that era of your life. Because that means you were just not present. Cognitive disassociation. Okay. Samara, child, listen. I know I should be over there on the 5th floor looking out the window, eating Jell-O, rocking back and forth. I know I should. But God. It was nobody but Jesus. The 5 stages protects the mind: bargaining, denial, depression, etc. Oh, yeah. I think our brains compartmentalize events to save us from ourselves. Child, listen, because I can only imagine. First Gentleman Rashad Burgess, oh my God, he said that thing. Y'all don't know, honey, what I've been through. You have no idea. Let me get my final appeal in. If anybody came in late or just wanted a reminder to support the platform, this is our final appeal tonight. Everybody, under the sound of my voice, if you can, move quickly to the center aisle, grab an envelope, and place a seed in the basket. Do not leave here tonight without blessing this auspicious Episcopal, you know what I'm saying, episcopacy. Everybody that's physically able, move quickly to the center aisle and grab an envelope. And we thank you. Okay. Those are the ways to give. Did you enjoy the show tonight? Well, leave some in the damn bucket. All right. Are we done? We're done. That's it for tonight. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I am so tired. What am I doing tomorrow? Okay, Tyesse, can you do this tomorrow? Can I do what? Can you just do Patreon tomorrow night, Tyesse? You know, Tyesse, you just work so much. Tyesse, just do Patreon tomorrow. Okay, that's all you need to do. Just do Patreon and call it a day, Ease. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. I'll let you know. All right. My body. My body will only let me feel okay. I agree with that. Oh, yes. All right. Let me give y'all the link. Make sure I give y'all the link. Thank you so much, Rochelle, to the story about the Memphis folks, y'all. So y'all can see the story, what's going on here. So I have the link ready. All right. Home, no, not Home Goods tomorrow. No Home Goods tomorrow. I'll probably do something else. I haven't been to the Perimeter Mall yet, y'all. So I'm trying out all the malls and see which one I like best. You know, in LA, I know what my malls are. I have certain malls I like. So Atlanta, I'm trying out all the malls and seeing how I like them. Now, some are more dangerous than others, right? Thank you for reminding me. Some of them are more dangerous than others, but I'm supposed to be trying the Perimeter Mall tomorrow, you know, and I'll see how I like it. They're supposed to be moving the food court. I don't know. The Lennox Mall, it gets on my nerves because I can't scream because there's one security guard that always comes over and bothers me. So Lennox is beginning to get on my nerves. I like some of the stores, but that one lady, I'm trying not to cuss her out, you know. Did you find the chair you were looking for? Do you mean the chair I'm sitting in or a regular chair? Did you find the chair you were looking for? Do you mean furniture chair or office chair? She's sweet on you. Honey, please. Ma'am, get out of my face. Every time I go live, you can't record in here. Oh my God. I love the Linux Mom. I just don't like her. All right. All right, everybody. Let me get out of here. I'm going to put the link in the chat as I'm leaving. Thank y'all, everybody that gave, especially my brother that donated $100 tonight. Thank you so much for knocking it out for us in one furniture. No, I decided to go with putting the bench over there. I put the bench over there. Yeah, I put the bench over there. I don't know if you can see it. I'll put the bench over there. Yeah. Let me see. Let me get out the way. There it goes. Yeah, I put the bench over there and put some pillows on it and called it a day. Yeah. How she know you're not on FaceTime? Even when you say that, they say you can't be doing any, you know, I say, well, you know, that's why I say, Ray, I say I'm FaceTiming. You can't be on the phone. And ma'am, get out of my face. I'm going to hurt your feelings and I don't want to get banned from the mall. Because even when you say that, it's still a problem, you know. Okay. Oh, thank you, ma'am. All right. So I think I got the link. Let me make sure I got the link. I don't want to send the wrong link, honey. I don't want to send the wrong link. Okay, what's going on? You know, I don't know. My hangers always give me these ripples. Okay. All right. And this shirt is not even showing up. This is a tie-dye shirt. It's not even showing up the way I wanted to show up tonight. You know? Okay. All right, everybody. I love y'all. Have a good night on purpose. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Probably do an evening show, then Patreon tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. Am I forgetting anything? I'm not. Keep an eye on the news, y'all. Let's keep an eye on the Middle East so we're in the know. Keep an eye on all of the stories that we cover here. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a great night. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Alicia. All right, everybody. 2 hours and 32 minutes. It didn't feel like it. It don't feel like it when you got good content. Hey, whoo. It don't feel like it, y'all, when you got really good content. The oil be up in here. Ah! All right, let me get up out of here, y'all. We'll be here all night, y'all. Let me get out of here because we've been getting in trouble.
Toast today. Touch me again, Lord. Touch me again, Lord. I need, oh, touch me again, Lord.
Ma'am, listen. Oh, you sure that was the Lord, man? You sound like you had the magic carpet down there on Vermont and Imperial. This is somewhere. Oh, sis. You sound like you went to New Bay on Figueroa. Oh my God. You know who we should end with tonight? We should end with the pop hand lady. Yeah, I should let her do it instead of the, and the numbers will go down kind of as she's singing. Yeah, we'll do the pop hand lady tonight as we get up out of here. She said, Lord. Oh, she didn't say Lord. She said, touch me again, Lord. Oh, no, I cannot. Yeah, I'm going to do the pop hand lady until y'all get up out of here tonight. We'll close out with her. Do I have the ability to end it, though? If I do the outro as her? Okay, remove. I'm going to see if because I'm not going to let that play all the way the whole 10 minutes. I ain't doing that. I'm not going to sit it for no 10 minutes. I'll be able to end. Can I end it? I think I can end it if I do it as an outro. Okay. We'll know in a minute, y'all. Let me see if this is the right link to the Memphis story. Well, please let that be the right link. It is. Okay, so that's the link to the Memphis story. I love y'all. Thank y'all for the generosity, the likes, and everything. Please consider hitting the thumbs up button on your way out. We love you. We love you. We love you. We appreciate you and everything that y'all do. Okay, we appreciate you. We love you. All of that good stuff. All right. I want y'all to have a phenomenal, phenomenal night on purpose. On purpose. Everybody, if you want to reach me, you can reach me right there at tyesse76@yahoo.com. You can reach me right there day or night. All right. I check my messages first thing in the morning. All right. Lord, let me be able to end this live manually as well as, when this thing starts, because it cuts everything off and does an outro. And I hope I can end it even. Okay, we'll see. We'll know in a minute. Bye, y'all. Stay in the studio until the outro video finishes playing or the broadcast may not end properly. Ooh, okay. Let me see. Ooh, okay.
Hello, everybody. Come on, get your stuff. Go get a washboard. Go get a pop pan. Go get a box. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Y'all come on in here. Glory, glory, glory. Come on. Carla. Come on, Jay. Come on, Deborah. Come on, Bricky. Come on. Everybody. Come on, Robert. Everybody. Come on, Gail. Come on, Bricky. Come on, Robert. Come on, Carla. Come on. Everybody. Everybody get your stuff. Everybody get your stuff. Come on, Marquis. Come on, David. Come on, Sarah. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Angela. Come on, Jasper. Come on, Sarah. Come on, Gail. Come on, Robert. Clap your hands. Come on, everybody. Everybody. Come on, Thomas. Come on. Come on. Come on, Anisha. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Come on, Lady T. Come on. Come on. Everybody. 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 Come on, Pastor Diggs. Come on. Get up. Come on, everybody. Go get your stuff. Come on, Rashad. Come on, Michael. Everybody get your stuff. Come on, get a box. Get a box. Get a box. Come on, Prophetess Sheila. Everybody. 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 Come on, Khalifa. Get your stuff. Go get a tambourine. Go get a box. Go get some sticks. Go get a triangle. Go get some hand cymbals. Y'all know how we used to do it. Come on, Roshonda. Come on. Y'all come on in here. Come on. Come on, Tamika. Come on. Come on, Roshonda. Come on. Pastor Diggs got a washboard. You got your spoon. Glory. Come on, Big Tug of Ends. Glory. Come on, Jillian. Glory. Glory. Come on, Bricky. Bricky got her guitar. Come on, Tarina. Come on. Oh, 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 oh. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Carolyn. Come on, Saints. Lady T got her whistle. That's what I'm talking about. Come on. Go get a trumpet. Go get a saxophone. Go get a trombone. That's what we used to have when I was coming up. Come on, Taj. Y'all ready? Come on. I'm giving people time to find their seat. Come on. Come on. Come on, everybody. Come on, Tracy. Come on, George. Come on. Come on. Come on. Y'all clap your hands. Y'all clap your hands. Y'all clap your hands. Tanisha. Clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap. Clap. Come on, Michael. Are y'all tagging people? You gotta tag. You gotta share. Tracy got her box. Come on, Kiki. Where you been? Come on. Come on. Come on, Chris. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, Saints. Come on, Zion. Come on, Jordan. Come on, Tracy. Come on, Chris. Come on. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Come on. My soul is happy already. Come on, Kenzie. Y'all ready? Come on, Corey. Come on, Corey. Go get Pastor Patterson. Tell him I'm waiting on him. I need his help. Glory. Glory, 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 glory. Come on. Are y'all ready? I can hear you. I can yell it. Did I get it right? But you in here. Javesta, you in here. Come on, y'all clapping. Glory, 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 glory. Glory, glory, glory. Glory, 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 glory. I be a sinner? Tell you the reason why. Lord might come and take my soul. Wouldn't be ready to die. I'm a royal child. I'm a royal child. Kept by the power of God. I'm a royal child. Adopted in a royal family. I'm a royal child. Kept by the power of God. Wouldn't I be a liar? Tell you the reason why. Lord might come and take my soul and I wouldn't be ready to die. I'm a royal child. I'm a royal child. Kept by the power of God. I'm a royal child. Adopted in a royal family. I'm a royal child. Kept by the power of God. Kept by the power. Kept by the power. Kept by the power. Y'all sing it. Kept by the power. Kept by the power. Kept by the power. I'm kept by the power. Kept by the power. I'm kept by the power. Kept by the power. I'm kept by the power. Kept by the power. I'm kept by the power. Kept by the power. Kept by the power. Kept by the power. Y'all sing it. Kept by the power. Kept by the power. I'm a raw child. Adopted in a raw family. I'm a raw child. Kept by the power of God. I'm a raw child. Adopted in a raw family. I'm a raw child. Kept by the power of God. I'm a soldier in the army of the Lord. Come on. Soldier. True-born soldier in the army of the Lord. I'm a true-born soldier. If a man die, shall he live again? If a man die, shall he live again? You know what, Pastor D? I've been wounded in the army of the Lord. I've been wounded in the army. I've been wounded. Corey, I took some hits. I've been wounded in the army. You know what, Kiki? Got my war clothes on. I got my war clothes on. Ain't got no stilettos on. Got my war clothes on in the army of the Lord. I got my war clothes on in the army. Get up from there, sitting down. Get up from there, sitting down. Get up from there, sitting down. God can't use you sitting down. Get up from there, sitting down. Get up from there, sitting down. Get up from there. God can't use you sitting down. Get up from there. Get up from there, sitting down. Get up from there. God can't use you sitting down. Get up from there. Get up from there, sitting down. Get up from there. God can't use you sitting down. Sitting down. You've been sitting down. You've been sitting down. God can't use you sitting down. Get up from there. Get up from there. My callers. Get up from there. God can't use you sitting down. Get up, get up. Get up, get up. Sitting down. Get up, sitting down. God can't use you sitting down. Been down too long. Been down too long. Been down too long. God can't use you sitting down. Get up from there.